Oh, hello. Ready? All right. Hey, how's it going? I'm back. It's another one of those demo streams or videos, I should say, because I still have a lot of demos to get through, and I wanted to do one more of these because it was a lot of fun. I might even do them more often, even after Halloween period. But for now, I'm gonna load some new stuff up, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I've got actually a little Halloween party later on in the day I'm gonna go to for a few hours, and I gotta dress up as Wolfie Wizard Man, so that's fun. But yeah, I'm gonna load up whatever the first game I decide is, and I'll be right back. See you then. Alright, this first game is called Kletka. The demo version includes a stripped down campaign mode, one of the many planned biomes, and a lot of other elements of the full game. Call your friends or play alone. Kletka is waiting for you. So this is a you're surviving in an elevator that's trying to eat you, I believe the game describes itself as. So you involves getting off, I think, at different floors and trying to find necessary skill things that you need, and then jumping back in. It's like a survival game. Okay. So this seems pretty cool, and you know I'm a big sucker for the PS1 looking horror games, so let's just get into it. And it's multiplayer as well, so that's really cool. I'm just gonna do this on my own for now. You, your comrades of misfortune, and Kletka rushing through hundreds of floors, and Kletka rushing through hundreds of floors. Do you have the grip to stay alive? Okay, so they've got the dithering, and we've got the washed out colors, of course. All the classics are here. Oh, that's my Steam avatar. I didn't get to read that. I was surprised. Oh. Music. So, yeah, I didn't see what that said. I'm sentenced to something. Summon Kletka. I'm assuming that's like a Eastern European word, a Russian word maybe, or Ukrainian. I'm not sure, but it's a word meaning, I think, means elevator. I'm just guessing. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna Google. Okay, this is apparently a Russian word meaning cell. Thanks, Google. Take. What do we got? We got a fuel tank, 75 out of 100 fuel. We got a gas can with 50% in it. So we might as well fill this all the way up, right? That's full. Weight 0. What does that mean? Oh. Oh, that's what it meant by an elevator that's trying to eat me. Huh. Right. So... that's much quicker with the wrench. Got it. So we're going to repair this. Oh, I think I get it now. I think we're going to repair this and fuel this, and we have to keep getting off to go and get the stuff, because this mouth is going to be chasing us. That seems like it. Hey. What have we got? Press lever to start. I mean, this is attached to the elevator. Fuel low. So this is going down. This is going down. If I stop it, it stops at the next floor. Scans the floor. And the floor has... Oh, I have a flashlight. Okay, great. Oh, I really like the sound design. To be honest, it's really nice. I like the feel of everything too. It's got that kind of Source feel to it, a little bit. What is this? Ow. Okay. So my wrench is gone. Does that hurt me? Of course it does. I'm punching a barrel. Yeah, it's a health item. I may as well consume. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what I'm doing right now. That actually hurt me. Oh shit, I think the rat got. It did. So a bunch of bottles on this floor. Ooh, vodka. What's this about? Oh, the lights went off. My flashlight's out. Juice. It recharges, it looks like. Right now I want it to work. Okay, so if I set that off. That didn't really get me anything. So I went on this floor and I guess I didn't find anything useful that way. This looks a little bit sus to me. Ow. Yep. Nothing here. There is like a hole in the wall here. This is hurting me. I think maybe it's possible to get through with the right tool, but I don't have it. But I'm really not doing well, am I? I'm gonna have to get out. I'm running out of fuel? I think if that runs out, I'm done for. I imagine this being really cool with multiplayer. Live beer? Purchase for 16 bottles. This looks like a fuel room, but... Scramble Gamble. 5 bottles. I don't even have 5 bottles. What does that mean? Oh. Detonate on a mine simultaneously while playing in a group. Well, that technically happened, I guess. Okay. Let's try again. I think I stood on a landmine. Is there like a... There's a cassette. Maybe this is instructions. Oh, it's just some cool music. That means I can't go there? Okay, so we've got this here. And I can see my wrench has durability. I should probably keep hold of that because it's going to be more useful for repairing. Let's check this way. What I'm learning is bottles are currency and landmines are terrible. There's no point going in there. If I could sneak around to get bottle, that'd be great, but... Oh, I can. Yes. Oh, gas. That's what we need. Need fuel. Gasoline. That recharge. So, can I? Oh, you could just push that. Okay, let's go around. A lot of landmines. Learning that now. So what I want is fuel and bottles. Anything else beyond that is probably also some kind of value. Really wary of landmines now. They seem to be a lot more prolific than I had previously come to understand. Right, I think we can get off this floor now. But we didn't even go in yet. So what's on in the lift? We can feel it up while we're here. What stops me from staying on this floor? On this floor. Fuck. Damn this thing. Purchase, I don't have enough bottles. Ah, I saw that at the last second too. That wire hobbles you, which is pretty bad. What's this? Rake? What are we gonna do with a rake? Maybe it's something I can just use to break boxes for now. Yeah, I mean, that works. Much quicker. Really good atmosphere. We appear to be in some kind of weird tenement building. I don't really know what we're in. Right, that seems like enough. We didn't get any more fuel, which was a bit bad. I have to stop at as many floors as I can, I think, to try and make sure that I get fuel. Store. Request. Right, okay. So So scanning it says there's no fuel, right? I like how the music's optional. You can just take the tape and turn it off. Two fuel on this floor. Okay. And also it highlights these boxes. Nice. Check the side corridor. What is this? Looks like anatomy of the doors. Can't get through there. Not right now. 20. I mean, these are all numbered, like, apartment blocks. What is that? Okay, that seems bad. I think I know what's going on. It's a guess, but I think the floors are slowly, like, being destroyed. Was there a thunderstorm? In this floor. Yeah, I think the floors are slowly being destroyed, like, from the top down. This is really weird. I don't have time for this. I just need to find fuel. And I forgot to scan. Still, I got some bottles. Seems a little dangerous, this floor. I don't want to stay too far from the lift because... Live beer. Well, that could be some kind of healing. That's good. Alright, might have to just go back and go down a bunch more floors. I don't like how winding this floor is on my own. I feel like if I had like friends, we'd all be spreading out and stuff. It's a little bit scary. Oh, great. There's 2 fuel in here, but it's flooded, which I think is just going to slow me down. I need to know if fuel can appear in boxes. I really like that it's like weird environmental effects like this. That's definitely going to make it harder to see landmines. Yeah, it feels pretty dangerous in here. I'm getting loads of bottles, but that's not gonna help me right now. Not unless I find some way to trade them for fuel. A lot of these pipes everywhere as well. I'm not sure if they're leading me to something. I've still got this beer. I don't really need more. Live beer. think I already did this room. My monitor just turned off, not the best timing. Ah, crap. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, I think that was a dud. I think I got lucky there. Oh! Oh. Oh dear. Oh, I dropped all my bottles, but I'm still alive. What happened? Oh, I ran out of fuel? No, I've got 3 left. Alright, I have to get something on this floor then. What the hell? This is like a low... What is going on? A low gravity floor. This is so cool. Oh, I don't have to worry about landmines, do I? Oh, turning off. Screen. Scramble gamble. Oh, this is gamble bottles from potentially more bottles. Nope, that blew up. Okay. I don't know I'm gonna make it past this floor, you know? Whoa, the landmines float too. Great. There goes my sense of security. 89. Can't even see. Or live beer. I really need that actually, but I can't afford it now. Seriously, monitor, stop doing that. It's like it's fine for ages and then sometimes it just starts turning off. I swear it's the electrics in this building. Maybe I just got a dead monitor. It's down here. I don't know what that noise was. There's something through there. I can't move on from this floor until I get this. No, it's a medikit. Well, I'll use it. Until I get fuel. There's no way for me to go on, but I found it. This is the fuel on the floor. There's only 15% in it, but that's all we've got. And we just have to get back. This way? No, I think this is wrong. Yeah, this is wrong. That machine was on my left last time. Oh, there it is. Well, can we go one more floor at least? Right. No more options. This is it. Just this one fuel on this floor. That always makes me nervous when it shakes because the door opens. Because I always think it's the, whatever it is catching up to us. Ah, these doors, they take so long. Nothing. That healing and a medical. Sorry, a healing and a tape, and we got the fuel. So let's leave. I want to hear what this tape sounds like. Ooh. Oh, it's flooded and there's one fuel somewhere. Loads of bottles. Very good. I get the feeling I'm not going to be quick enough. Great. I don't have any way. Oh, never mind. He dealt with himself. That's fine then, I guess. Can't get in there. Oh. I wonder how you get in those. Maybe you just go around another way, but maybe there's a way to blow them up. That's not ideal. I don't have a choice. Oh, this sucks. Maybe I can... Oh, that's a terrible combination. Oh my god. Oh, we're done for. We're done for. We got health. Another tape. Okay, that's... It could have been worse. That's where the guy blew up. Wait. And that was... So the only other way, I guess, is back through here. Maybe there's more doors. I don't find the fuel down there, though, unless I missed it. It's pretty sneaky. If so. Heck, it could even be in one of these boxes. I just didn't bother breaking them because I wasn't sure they contained it. Wait, that's... Wooden wall replaced. Well, at least I can have a look. That's odd. Like a billboard replaced the door, so I had to punch it down. That's funny. That sounds bad. Right, that fuel has to be... You, knock this down for me. Like, it's got health, I can see that. Is this really how I just have to punch this down? Ah. Ah, damn it. Well, we got killed by a mushroom man. I'm gonna stop it here, but this is a really interesting game. I would love to try this with people someday. The gigastructure has consumed your mortal body. Do not despair, but you can always try your luck again. That's a cool game. Like it. Alright, well I'm gonna move on to the next thing. That was Kletka, everyone. So, this game is called Building Relationships. And I believe it's quite literal. Quite literally about building relationships. Oh, my controller's here, and it probably hasn't been charged up in a while. Let's see how we get on. Hey. How long are you going to stand around like that? Come on, I'm waiting. It's time to make a move. Talk to the friendly apartment. Oh my goodness. Okay, hang on a minute. Fishing journal. It's so loud. I have to turn it down a little. I love the music, by the way. It's just very loud music. Okay, so I'm a house. I'm a house. Oh my goodness. This is... yeah, it rolls about as well as you'd expect a house to roll. There we go. We've got to get some momentum. Just push... Ah, if I push the stick again, I like give it another shove. I get it. Ooh. Nice moves, haha. I know you've always got swanking move. Excuse me. Now are you ready for a day of fun and vulnerability? No. I'm always ready for some swanking. Let's get this vacation started. What could a happy island? The only island filled to the brim with extra natural beauty. With secrets hidden around every corner. The camera's having a hard time picking my expressions up today. There we go. I mean, just look around you. Look around you! All these wildly different microclimates. Makes me feel less like an apartment and more like an exotic resort. Anyways, you ready to meet the Bachelor expats? Bachelor? What the what now? This is not the time to act silly. Because there's no... It's always a time to act silly. Because there's no feeling like meeting the love of your life. Okay, who is the building? This place is known for bringing out who you truly are. And the bachelor's pads around the island are eager to know you. In fact, I think there's one waiting by the beach. That's Windmill. Now, do you have any questions for me? So many. Are you also one of the bachelor pads? Haha, you're so funny. Always teasing me like this. Unless... Bacca... What were we talking about again? Alright, so this is like house dating? Let's proceed. Why not? I got a gift for you. Lets you do this thing. I think it's called jumping. It'll help when you're feeling stuck. Satellite dish lets you jump. Yeah, of course it does. That's fine. Have a swanking good time. That is... Whoa! Okay, now we got some momentum. And it plays like a doot noise when I do it. Who's this guy? Doctor. Hey, how are you? Pretty bad, actually. Pretty good. How about you? I'm doing okay. Kinda stuck here. How'd you get stuck? That's confidential, actually. Look. I have a request for you. Are you one of the bachelor pads? I am. Ooh. But you're not my type. Oh man, you're less of an adjoining structure. I'm more of a research assistant. Are you calling me stupid? Am I stupid? Take this fishing rod. Go out there and catch each type of fish for me. In return, I'll... include your name in the research paper. Any questions? This game has fishing in it, of course. Where can I find the fish? Look at that for yourself. Any questions? This is not being very helpful. It's just like, here's a fishing rod. No, piss off. Why don't you do it yourself? Because I'm stuck in this pond. Any questions? What's the reward? The demo isn't finished, so the reward hasn't been implemented yet. Oh, that's astounding. Please. That's very good. Any questions? Yeah, no, good. Go on now, building. Well, I've got a fishing rod, so this game has fishing in it. Means it's a real video game. Oh wait, there's another building. Hey, cool rocks, huh? I heard there was a landslide a week ago. It seems to be happening more often recently. And now it's blocking the way. Well, not for my partner, apparently. Climbed over the rocks all by themselves. Don't tell him this, but I really hate rock climbing. My partner keeps telling me it's because I don't know how to jump. Whatever that means. I'll just wait for someone to clear the way instead. Maybe I can do it. I got a coin! Am I gonna be okay? Yeah, I'm fine. We're structurally sound. I need to find that, oh, fish. Fish. Wait, is that houses? I see. I got a deep sea eel. That's a jeep. I like Cult of the Lambs fishing. And now I understand what fishing journal means. Perfect for houses with smaller doorknobs. That's a jeep. You know what? It's an eel. It's an eel. It could be an eel if you want, jeep. I can't believe we made it. There's so many kern. What a weird game. I like it. I guess this speaks to those kind of odd games that came out on this generation of consoles where they were just like, oh, we're gonna make just whatever we want. I don't know. You're a house and you make friends and you fish cars. Oh, boxfish. Right, okay, well I'm happy with the boxfish. You said catch every type of fish, not every fish. So I don't even know why I'm doing this. There's no reward implemented yet. I guess I just like a good fishing minigame. You're my friend! Oh? You must be the new bachelor pad? I'm Millie. And you are? Well, she's got like sexy music. This house has sexy music. Assuming a building's gender now. It's like, what am I supposed to do here? Who are you? Building or Samantha? It has to be building because of Lego Island. Why, that's just the cutest little name. And quite original as well. Yep. Well, we can't all have a cute name like yours. Hey, let's put the res on. It's so nice of you to say. Coming from such a cute little house. Oh my, are you speechless already? Anyways, how are you finding the island? I've been fishing. I like that I've been getting stuck here and there. Well, I've always wanted to try fishing. Though I'm a vegetarian, actually. Switched to only eating furniture last year. Right. I've also been exploring. Oh. Why, I've spotted quite a few things hiding here and there. Kept running into these quirky chesters. Seems like they're working on a survey of sorts. I've also been getting stuck here and there. I'm sure there's nothing cuter than a little house like you, trying to roll up a hill. Looking all helpless. Wouldn't you agree? Like the camera angles and everything's like playing into that trope. But this is a building. What about you? Well, I'm just glad to finally be here. It's been so long since my last holiday. The sea breeze against my facade. Feeling the sand between the cracks of my foundation. I could stay here forever. Oh, would you look at the time? Mint asked me to help prepare a picnic for all the bachelor pads. Stop by the flowery fields later. It's just beyond the mountain path. Though you might want to check in with Mint first. Either way, take your time. I'm gonna head out for now. Can't walk, so I'll be teleporting there instead. See you soon. Oh, yep, there it goes. Finally, finally, a dating sim for architects. Ah, damn it. I mean, she's not wrong. It is cute watching this cute little house roll up a hill. Is that a tent? Hey, what's good? How's it standing? I'm straight up pooping. Haha, what's pooping? Your vibes are straight up silly. I'm Tenet, by the way. Haven't seen you around here before. What's your deal? I'm ready to bro down. I'm building. Totally original. My buddy told me I should come to this island. I like that it remembered that was my name choice. That my life was spiraling or whatever. That I should fix it all up with some lovin'. What? You heard me. So what are you looking for? Wait, what? Friends? Didn't know structures actually look for those. Either way, think I'm supposed to head out to this picnic thing. Seems banging. Might find what you're looking for there. Walking is bongos, so I'll be teleporting there instead. Bongos. Attack you later. This language. This dialect. Wait. Okay, I thought the mushroom made the trumpet noise, but nope. Actually, I want to do something about that whole go back and see Mint situation. First, is it a campfire? Chester, looks like you've caught me. I was supposed to be conducting a community survey, but I'm on a 10-minute break. That may have started an hour and a half ago. I remember looking forward to this job, but now I'm just tired all the time. Anyways, since you're here, I might as well do the questions. So, what do you look for in a structure? A big basement. A rock hard walls, a big basement, an office with a nice job, or a kind building. That's... boring answer, but I get it. Here's a gift in return, an AC unit. You can use it to dash around and stuff. Now let me hide in peace. Whoa! Now we are a dashing house. Oh! Too much. What's this? Got bottom feeder. Oh, it's like a garbage truck. Come on. We can do it. Get up that. Running up that hill. There we go. Alright. Meow! Yay, coin. We're gonna go back and see Mint. This camera is kind of weird, but I think it's... Ah. There we go. This coin is probably useful. No, no! Oh, good no. And it's in tune with the music too. The jumping around, which is also a nice touch, always. The Mint... This is where we started, right? Mint was here. Maybe they've moved. I only have some kinds of... Wait. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. I'm kind of invested in the fishing minigame now. Come on. Got a common carp. Common car. Where every suburban house has one or two. Oh, I can get over that, no problem. Right? Maybe if I do this. Oh, it seems to be blocking me, so I'll go this way. Oh, this fire. Ah, another Chester. Yes. This has got a hat. Howdy do there. How are you doing? I'm scooting booting. Darn, that's just too bad. I'm not doing too bad myself. Supposed to be looking for the rest of my hoot and woot and cohort, but I got caught in a little bit of a scheduling conflict. By that I mean I'm waiting to beat this pair of semi-detached houses. They're in a complicated polycule with the whole neighborhood, see? Took a lot of coordinating to arrange this. Anyways, would you mind checking what the other Chesters are up to? I promise it'll be worth your time. Consider it a yeehaw, but are you a bachelor pad? I'm flattered, but I'm kind of waiting to see this couple. I don't know, I just have a really good feeling about him. Darn, I sure hope it'll be worth it. I guess I'll have to wait for quite a while because they're not in the demo. They're knowing the demo. In the meantime, how about that rootin' tootin' favor? Consider it a yeehaw. Well, yeehaw indeed. Take this gift. Is that a hat? Oh, I got a hat now. Cool. Anyways, keep your windows peeled to the other Chesters. They look just like me. Minus the hat, of course. I got that from a promotion. So the hat just makes me dapper. Ah, Mint is at the flowery field. That's my quest. I should do it. Ah, look at this. Can't go through here. This part is beyond the demo. Sorry. Relationship boundary. I like it. This game is weird, but I like it. Because it's weird, I guess. Very competent. Is that ambulance? A nurse shark, of course. Yeah, okay. Hey, windmill. Hey, tent. Where's Mint? There he is. It is. Hey, you finally made it. The picnic date is ready for you. They are, I should say. These houses are alive, damn it. But we're missing one thing. We don't have any food. But it's okay, because I brought some ingredients. Now, are you ready to cook up a meal? Yes, let's do this. Awesome. What are we doing now? So, house perspective. Wait. Oh, we're making, of course they eat furniture. So we're building furniture. Wait, what are we doing here? So let's start with this. Is that wrong? Is it this piece? Ah, yes, it was this piece. Okay. I need some screws, so these long screws. I love this, by the way, because I've always wanted a game like this where you just build like furniture and stuff. I really like this part of House Flipper, and there's not enough of it. This could have been the whole game for me, but it's nice that it has the wrapper of a strange house dating sim. I didn't know what to think about this game going in, but I'm sold. I think I would actually play this like all the way through. This is very funny. All right, awesome. Now we gotta get. We need to get those legs on. So I'm gonna take one of these legs. We'll just get rid of that for a minute here. I should screw on there, right? Yeah. I love that this is like preparing a meal for the houses. That's tremendous because it goes inside the houses, right? It makes sense. So IKEA is like a fast food store in this world. Now we need that piece. Get that there. I really like the cooking in this game. Really nicely done. Okay, almost there. Just a bit of seasoning left to go. But that'd be like varnish, wouldn't it? Or dust. Really like dust. Maybe that's a silly question. Do I like dust? No. Alright, we made a delicious meal. I guess it's like a coffee table. Thanks for playing the demo. If you enjoyed it, please leave a wishlist on the Steam page. I guess that was the demo in its entirety. I said there isn't a little more, but I think there's a really good foundation here for a really silly and wonderful game. Let's see, can I talk to you again? Wow, little house, that was delicious. The taste, the pattern, and especially the sensuality. What? You've outdone yourself, little house. I guess let's see if I can go over there before we just end the demo. But yeah, this game is really weird, and I love it. It's one of those anomaly games that you get when you're just, you know, that like PS1 or Dreamcast stuff like Seaman, you know, or it reminds me of that kind of game where it's just like, what a weird idea somebody had. A fire goby. And then they just made it. Just the treatment of it's really nice. It's very, very functional. It really feels like it just needs content, but the gameplay is there. Simple and enjoyable. Really like this one. I'm gonna wish this one if I didn't already. But yeah. All right. That was building relationships. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, so this next game is called Mushroom Musume. And I've decided to use the store page so that I know what this one's about, because normally I'm going into these pretty blind, just based off a very brief look at something that I've done. What is this? It is... okay. So this is described as a life sim RPG text-based fantasy game. I I guess what you're trying to do is raise a mushroom daughter. Hence the name, Mushroom Musume. What does it say? Help guide the recluse. Okay, so once upon a time, there's a lonesome recluse, plagued with the desire to raise a child. Wandering nearby, the strange witch of the woods couldn't help but overhear this wish, and with a twisted humor, gifted them a pot of dirt. Help guide the recluse through the maze of fungal parenthood, then discover how many types of person or mushroom your daughter could become. When one daughter falls, start over and discover new corners of the world and a treasure trove of secrets and unlockables. What do you mean falls? That sounds terrible. Anyway, yeah, Mushroom Musume. Interesting. Okay. I really like the visuals of this one. Once upon a time, there was a humble recluse. I think I just read this. Though they had no need for society, they did often find themselves home to a loneliness that they could never quite shake. In the morning, the sun would rise. At night, it would set. The recluse would observe the splendor, knowing that the sight would be made all the more beautiful by having someone to share it with. It wasn't that they desired a relationship. Perhaps it was a flame that had burned them one too many times, or perhaps they were simply disinterested. No, a child. That's what they wanted, someone to take care of, to teach. Unfortunately, it was a longing that could not be found, not in these woods alone. However, we are never quite as alone as we think, are we? One day a witch appeared, as if drawn by the intensity of the recluse's desire. The lumber that the recluse had spent the morning gathering slipped through their hands as they spotted her. The witch of the woods. The witch of the woods. I should use my hands more. She began to speak. You desire a child, yes? For some, those are quite easy to come by. But not you, it would seem. Let us make a deal, then. If you do three simple chores for me, three simple chores for me, I will present you with a daughter of your very own. The recluse, caught up in a moment of naivety, quickly agreed. The witch, knowing that the recluse was destined to accept, simply nodded and began to deliver the first of these so-called chores without hesitation. Oh, I just quick saved. I should use my mouse for this, I think. I'm going to charge that controller a little bit. Is that? Yeah, there we go. Growth struggles to be achieved without presence. Offer me that which embodies the emotion you would provide for your daughter. The recluse pondered for a moment, thinking of what they had to offer. We have a tear-stained portrait, a stone lawn ornament, or a prized gem fragment. Let's go with that. If there was anything worth showcasing the sheer wonder the recluse would have for their daughter, it was a small glittering fragment they kept secret. Like a brilliant emerald, it glimmered unlike anything else the recluse had ever seen. But even they understood that beneath its surface coursed something ethereal. Returning to the witch, the recluse held out their offering. But the witch holds up her hand in protest. It is a beautiful thing to offer such passion. Merely the intent alone shall suffice. Feeling a tender hollowness, the recluse declined to answer. The second day. So, there's an almanac here? Mushipedia. Okay, sorry, I wanted to click on this while I was looking at it. Number of living daughters of fallen daughter. That's that seems terrible. 34 endings. Wow. Average dampness, mycelium, robustness, potency, and humanity. Don't know what an LBM is. Chroma collection. High contrast. Ah, so you can get like new colors as well. That's cool. As well as there's like music and stuff. Okay, this is cool. This reminds me a little bit of Kingsway's music system. But anyway, sorry, I got distracted slightly. I just wanted to check that out. We've also got history. I guess it's a text history. Okay, cool. Okay, the recluse slept more soundly that night than they had in ages. Meet daughter, smiley face. Having a purpose again soothed them, even if they had found themselves caught up with a witch. They elected not to think about that, though. Instead, when the morning came, they simply did what they had to do. Which is to say, they got up and went to meet with the witch. Upon watching the recluse's approach, a sardonic smile lit the witch's face.
You completed your first task admirably. 2 more, and I can finally give you what you want.
She paused for only a moment before delivering her next message of import. Paused. Paused.
Your child will come into this world with little to her name. Let us even the scales. Bring me an heirloom, something she will forever value.
The recluse thought on it briefly, searching through their home for the object they had pictured. An heirloom. A hairbow from your previous daughter, blackened with age. Your most used cast iron skillet. Previous daughter, we don't have any yet. A glimmering music box. Yeah, that'll do. A soft, beautiful tune played from the jeweled box. It had been created to bring joy and beauty to all around it, which you found admirable in theory. The recluse hoped that their daughter could have that privilege, to think she could focus on soft things like music and avoid the dark, painful things in life. I'm sure that music is often the result of the dark, painful things in life, but hey, bringing their prizes back to the witch, she simply gave a smile. Their prize. How perfect. After their brief detour to meet the witch, the recluse resumed their normal day-to-day schedule. The third day. With 2 assignments complete, the recluse could feel their excitement grow. If this witch was being honest, and for some reason they felt that she was, then that meant that this could be the last night they spent without a child. They hoped so, at least. That was all they could do. Barely remembering to get dressed, the recluse dashed to the meeting spot. Again, the witch had been waiting there for them.
Welcome back, recluse. Are you prepared? Today is your big day, is it not? The last task is an easy one, or at least I believe so.
That was an accident. Right-click does that.
Bring me something colourful, something bright that you think will suit her.
When they were first told of the 3 tasks, the recluse had imagined things that were much more difficult. This seemed so easy as to be a trick. Which, they supposed, only meant they should take it seriously, as if a mistake could mean death. With death in mind, the recluse needed to decide where to search for colour. A field of flowers or a stony river? There's lots of mossy colours in the stony river, but a field of flowers seems more obvious. But I'm going to go with stony river. Though underwater wasn't the first place most people thought of for colour, the recluse understood that there were many shades that people failed to consider. They arrived at a nearby river, glancing into the glassy water to spy a variety of small shining stones. Turquoise price symbols of luck and fortune, or jasper, nature's deep brown canvas, or a strange, almost bloody stone, obsidian, dark glassy ghosts of ancient fires, or garnet, lust maroon, heralds of bygone storms. I want the bloodstone. That sounds appropriate. It was small, but the recluse grabbed a peculiar stone with sharp, calcified edges and the appearance of blood in its pockets. Oh no, we're going to end up with a yandere. We're raising a yandere. Intrigued, they brought it back to the witch, or just a goth, that's fine too, who after inspecting it looked disgusted and insisted the recluse wash their hands. As they did so, the witch continued to shout something about kidneys. There's a kidney stone. But the recluse didn't really catch what she said. Ah, yes, let's change the whole thing. So that's how we get colours. The recluse returned to the witch's hut, coloured item in hand. She silently took the object, nodding her head to the recluse in recognition. The recluse stood there for a moment unsure, before finally the witch realised what they expected.
Oh, you want your promised daughter, don't you?
Her voice was almost mocking, but at least it was not overtly cruel.
I suppose I must tell you that I lied, human. I do require several more trifling things from you. First is the matter of payment.
Recluse should have known that everything is for a cost. Pay me now with wealth, pay me now with life. Pay me sometime soon in larger quantities. Pay me at a much later date in the way I choose. A life for a life. Wear your soft meat crowns and hold aloft your bloodstone. They told the witch they would offer life as payment.
Certainly.
Stepping forward, she took them in a cold yet not unkind embrace. They awoke hours later with an uneasy feeling that something was missing. The witch was still there, waiting for the recluse. With the payment settled, the witch simply smiled and handed the recluse a small pot. Humans are tricky, but mushrooms are much more resilient. Consider this an upgrade. Don't worry, eventually she will develop a mind. Simply give her time, as much as she needs. Soon your wish will be in full bloom. I suppose with all that settled, though, there is one last thing for you to consider. A young girl needs a proper name. The recluse thought on the witch's demand before offering the final thing they had to give. Trumbolina. Trumbolin. Oh, it doesn't fit. Okay, no, I can do better than this. Mycelia. Celia. Mycelia. Then she walked away, only fate knowing if the two should ever meet again. Chapter 2, Cultivation. Though the recluse was unsure of the specifics, they did realize that it was important to heed her instructions. Care for the pot and the dirt and everything that lay within. So the recluse geared up, as any parent should, and assessed the things they needed to raise a child. Finances in case the nearby village had goods or service that you could not provide. Nutrients for the child to help it grow strong. It would need plenty as it would be depleted on a daily basis. Also, somewhere dark and moist for mushrooms, usually. Finally, the recluse's own stamina could not be ignored. One cannot burn the candle from both ends indefinitely. Thus began the longest growing season of the recluse's life. Okay, so now we actually have these stats: nutrients, finances, and stamina. Which I guess this finances would be much lower if I paid in cash. My stamina is really low though because my life got sucked out. The day's gotten away from me already. The sun's gentle descent is being swallowed behind the forest's reach. This, my mushroom, you weren't able to finish everything you set out for today, but you only have time for one more chore. This is Mycelia. Affection, environment. Well, that's her stats, right? Traits. Potted. The pot of soil sits calmly with a small mushroom contained within. A blood mushroom. Okay. So what do I get to do? Finish a favor the village's leader asked of you. Purchase new construction materials for your hut. Barter for some fine substrates to better grow your daughter. Such a weird sentence. You've already worked hard enough. Retire to the tavern. I need the stamina. Doing favors for the leader is comfortable to you and allows you flexibility while still giving you some funds. Oh, it cost stamina, but I gained a lot of finances. Today is no different than usual. You herd some cats for the leader, and in exchange they pay you. How novel. Your task behind you, you and your daughter return home, each do a nice bath and a simple dinner. You're gonna bathe your mushroom. Wait, that sounds terrible. You haven't been taking very good care of yourself, and you find yourself so worn out that even leaving the house is a challenge. If you continue on without regard for your own stamina, you might very well die. You sleep when you're dead. No, we need to stay in bed today. Let's do the safe one. Oh, so these are my stats. Okay. You'll be no use to your daughter in this state, so you decide to spend the day resting. Nice, we got 5 stamina. Sitting in bed, you think about your daughter and all the tasks you'll get done tomorrow. The decision being made, life continued. Something's happening. Your daughter has changed in the night. She's just like one of those little Dark Souls mushroom fellas now. That's adorable. Hang on. Underdeveloped and simple. That's me. Traits: mushroom creature. The mushroom has grown some extra limbs and is a bit more ambulatory than you'd expect. Of a mushroom, yes. One morning you awaken with a weight on your chest and open your eyes to find a heavy mushroom sitting atop you. The creature has grown little arms and legs and demonstrates her newfound mobility by clambering off the bed as you wake. Her demeanor seems cheerful, wandering about in an excitable and inquisitive mood. Spend time nurturing her environment, encourage her optimism, motivate her to be more practical. Yeah, you know, it's going to be great. Your daughter's development is going better than expected and you want to promote her cheerful nature. You encourage her to appreciate beautiful things, bringing her to that flower-filled glade you once visited. Enthralled by the wondrous sights, appreciating nature quickly becomes her favorite pastime, and she spends much of her time wandering outside. The decision being made, life continued. Okay, this is another really odd game, but it's interesting, I guess. And there's so many different ways to grow the mushroom, like 32 endings or something crazy? That's nuts. One evening you hear a light knocking at your door, quite a rare occurrence. Peeking through the window, you witness none other than the Witch of the Woods standing on the doorstep of your humble hut. Could she be here for a visit, or to settle a debt? Introduce her to your daughter. Perhaps it was time for your daughter to meet the witch. She could maybe even learn a thing or two. The two of you answer the door and invite the gloomy woman inside for a dry and awkward small talk. Something about the way the two absently stare at each other. You wonder if they've made some sort of connection today. The decision being made, life continued. While sitting at home one day, you hear an unexpected knock at the door. I have no nutrients. Unfortunately, when you go to answer, you find yourself face to face with the man that you never wish to see again. Though he was older now, the scar running down his cheek was unmistakable. Took me a while to find you this time, recluse. The sound of his voice sends a long-forgotten chill down your spine. This man is your former business partner from a time when you did work that was less than admirable. Sure, this time alone has given you plenty of time to reflect. Are you finally ready to get back to business? Kill the man.
Treat yourself. Kill the man.
Beg the man to leave you alone. Give the man a significant sum of money to go away. Yeah, just... You've known this man long enough to understand what he truly desires. Money. Perhaps if you offered him some, he would agree to leave you alone. When you explain this line of thought out loud, his eyes sparkle. You've always known me so well. You quickly gather an amount of gold that you hope will satisfy him in a pouch, then place the pouch in his hand. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Well, it only cost me 5. As he leaves, you tell him to never return. Huh? Something's happening. Did I teach my kid wrong? Your daughter has changed in the night. Oh god, it looks a little bit cursed. Child? Despite a rocky introduction, your daughter is as civil as any human child now. Oh, so not at all then, I suppose. One morning, you notice that your daughter is nowhere to be seen. After an hour of searching the nearby area, you find her walking in a nearby meadow. To your surprise, the creature had now taken the form of a young girl. You feel relieved to confirm the witch hadn't betrayed you. At your approach, she turns and grins at you excitedly, before continuing to appreciate her surroundings. Buy her a nice gift to celebrate? I've got money, but I have no nutrients. How do I get nutrients? What did I do? Oh, I ended up watching her play by accident. Okay. You decide to let her play in the meadow as long as you like. Taking a seat near her, you appreciate the beauty of the forest and spend time thinking lovingly of your daughter. After some time, she tires of running about and bringing you pretty things. You pick the exhausted girl up and the two of you return home. The decision being made, life continued. Your daughter needs food too, and you've just run out. You need to find something to feed her soon or she'll surely starve. I'll spend the time. You spend the day foraging and digging in the woods and return with a heap of mushroom food for your hungry daughter. I wasn't given an event that let me get nutrients. I wonder if these events are random. Or if they're sort of the same order each time. I'm going to assume they're random. And maybe I just got unlucky. It's a little hard to be sure, but it seems like she's thankful for your efforts. The decision being made, life continued. You realize that you've finished all your work for the week and have a whole day free. I want to clean up, teach your daughter some important lessons, take her on a scenic hike, or take her to see the Witch of the Woods. I'm going to clean up. Things have gotten a lot messier since you became a parent. Your house could use some sprucing up. After spending a whole day cleaning, it's actually a little nicer in here. I just noticed a bunch of icons keep coming off, and I wonder if those icons are sort of representative of the kind of traits that we're building into. An end? One night you find yourself struggling to sleep. Your mind wanders as you consider your current place in life. You've lived peacefully with your daughter for many moons. Initially it was strange. Well, it never stopped being strange, but you were always thankful for the company. Besides, the affection you felt for her was like any parent would feel toward their child. That was normal, at least. Your thoughts turned to the concept of time, particularly how you were once alone, and how you were afraid that you will be again someday. Your daughter has had more and more curiosities about the outside world. It's only a matter of time before she wants to strike her own path. You hope you will be fulfilled now. You hope you've done enough. Ultimately, you find comfort in what you've done. You may have had many failures in your life, but there's one thing you know you can die proud of. Discovered Rosie. Oh, this is a new color scheme. And a new beginning. Telling the recluse that you wanted to see more of the world wasn't an easy conversation. Ah, we're the daughter now, I guess. As they grew older, you worried about leaving them on their own. Thankfully, your concerns were unwarranted. They were happy that you had grown enough to want to move out. They even offered to help you build your own home, close to theirs. You were welcome to visit any time, obviously. Faster than you would have anticipated, the two of you built your home together. They showed you all of the tricks they knew, and made sure to impart as much knowledge as they possibly could. Finally, the day arrived. You were officially on your own. You were scared, a little, but also excited. It felt like a new chapter was just beginning for you. Gained trait, Loving Parent. Chapter 3, A Girl on Her Own. Mycelia, the elegant rosy vein cap. This is who we grew. Interesting. So now we're the Mushroom Girl, and we have a whole new set of stats. Rosaceous. You have never met a person who is not deeply swayed by your rosy cheeks, and dripping. Your body exudes a strange liquid and drips constantly. Shroomy qualities. I love this. Increased by the right nutrients or by things that nourish the soil. This stat is associated with how generally healthy she is, and yet it could also be a persistent optimism. Increased by good dampness is increased by a good soak or by a melancholic moment. This stat indicates how wet and slimy her body is, but also a murkiness of the soul. That's a phrasing. Robustness. Increased by the ideal growing conditions or by a living presence. This status are associated with her physical strength, but could also be a strength of character. We need more strength. Potency. Increased by titillating meal or by titillating danger. This stat is tied to the strength of her mushroom type or her ability to perform in stressful situations. And finally, a Humanity 40. Increased by thorough socialization or by doing the right thing. This stat is how good of a person she is, literally and metaphorically. Does it have cards and tokens? Built like an event, use a nope card and you can be on your way back home in no time. Okay. And then we also have some wealth. What else we got? About me, reputation, relative obscurity. You have grown into a young woman unexpectedly. Huh. Family matters. Mystic bond. You have developed some rapport with your creator, the Witch of the Woods, and also Living Parent. The recluse will always live in your heart, and for the time being, next door. Okay, so lots and lots of different little stats here. One evening, you witness a strange occurrence as you approach your home. A pair of humans are huddled in a nearby bush, watching your house intently. Eyes locked on the strange abode, they don't notice your approach. It appears they are here to spy on you. You, in turn, find a wooded spot nearby to sit and observe the pair. They don't appear to be armed, but carry large oblong packs and travel gear. How strange. After several minutes of observation, you consider what to do about the humans. Wait for them to leave, or just walk up and greet them. So this is our nope card. So we can skip the event using that card if we want, but I'm going to say hello. This will increase our humanity, right? 6. Yes, it's a pass. Okay, cool. It's like dice roll events. I like that. Finally deciding they don't pose a threat, you casually walk towards the hiding spot, calling out a friendly greeting as you approach. They turn to you wide-eyed in amazement. It really is here, one opts. She actually speaks, the other chimes in excitedly. They look like academics, field researchers. Still confused, you inquire what it is exactly they want from you, which leaves them at a bit of a loss.
To see you, I suppose. We wanted to...
The second researcher interrupts.
To see the legendary mushroom creature of the witchy woods.
The two explain to you that they seek out unexplainable events concerning unknown creatures and simply look into the matter. How curious.
We really should be heading out, one says nervously. It is said the witch of the woods kills any human who wanders the woods at night.
You wave them away uncertainly, considering the creatures they spoke of, yet undiscovered, unique encounters. It's strangely fascinating. With the unusual experience still occupying your thoughts, you retire for the day. Oh, I guess that dice roll was based on our humanity, and it wasn't like giving us or costing us. Interesting. There's a knock at your door. When you go to answer it, you see a man dressed in an elegant black suit.
Are you the fungal woman of the woods?
Yes, as though seeing you in the mushy flesh was not enough.
My employer wishes to invite you to a small dinner gathering. She's heard much about you and thinks her guests would relish the chance to actually be acquainted with you.
You stand there slightly in shock as the man proceeds to outline the details of the event. When you should arrive, what sort of clothing you should wear.
Oh, do you wear clothing? I'll have to double-check the dress code.
Etc. Finally, after handing you a small scrap of paper with elegant writing on it and bidding you adieu, the man left your doorstep. You think about the event that's been described to you, and ultimately come to a decision. You have learned not to meddle in the affairs of humans, or... We've got 45 mycelium, so that's a pretty good odds, right? To say that more than 50% success rate? Attend the event and simply be yourself. Let's do it. You figure, why not? If they would like to meet you, you should be kind enough to allow that. On the day of the event, you gather yourself. You have nerves, of course, but that's only natural. You make your way to the party. Oh god. When you arrive, you see dozens of people dressed in monocles and other strange clothing items that don't seem to serve any practical purpose. They're all sitting at a long rectangular table, spotted with food dishes that you couldn't even begin to guess the identity of. Do they eat mushrooms at this gathering? Because that seems sick. A woman eventually greets you with an excited shriek. Oh, you are just a darling. Butler, please fetch a drink for our guest and have her seated. Oh, I get like free food from this, right? You figure this is the host and thank her for your invitation. She moves to sit next to you at the large table and ends up keeping you company for the rest of the night. Over the course of the evening, she introduces you to everyone around the table. Yes, we passed. They all seem charmed by you, even if most of them are a little monastic. By the end of the party, you had met a variety of humans that you doubt you'll remember the name of.
We increased mycelium!
But you had fun doing it, and they'll certainly remember you. Gained trait. What was that? Sort of reputable. You have been a good person. You leave your home in the later hours of the morning one day, only to set upon a strange woman not too far from your front door. It's immediately apparent that she doesn't notice you. Heck, she may not even notice the house that's just right there. As it stands, the slender, bespectacled woman has her gaze locked to the sky. She'd be a statue if not for a periodic wave of the hand, setting errant strands of silver back into a messy ponytail. Watching her for a moment, you stand to reason that maybe something's wrong. Plus, she looks harmless enough. Maybe she's worth approaching. Attempt to scare her off? Let's try it. The woman whirls around, caught off guard by your sudden appearance. Oh, I'm sorry, she stammers before catching a good look at you. Oh, my, you're an interesting creature, aren't you? Her inquisition borders heavily on the familiar, but you let it slide. Are you by chance the mycelial maiden of these woods? They've got so many names for us. I've heard so much about you. It's such a shame I'm pursuing other interests right now. I would love so much to study you. Sorry, is that weird? That's weird, right? The woman pushes back a series of stray hairs, smiling sweetly through thin lips and eyes that glitter like velvet gems. It's almost enthralling. Ah, right then. I should introduce myself. My name's Celia. That's kind of like our name. I am, I suppose, what you'd call a scholar of sorts. I study all sorts of creatures, both mythical and speculative, ranging from all sorts of quasi-humanoid beings to amorphous energies. My primary field of study is in the realm of the Fae. Tricky little friends, I tell you what. Lately I've been trying to uncover traces of this cheeky bugger, a Fae prince by the name of Cupid. I don't suppose you've seen a foul-mouthed baby flying around shooting at people, have you? you think the answer to that is? Is that a riddle? Celia put a finger to her chin. I do suppose it sounds odd. Still, there's that little gremlin around here somewhere. My sources have provided me with good intel, I assure you. Why bother studying him if you can't find him? I guess I can let you know if I see something. Oh, that would be wonderful. It definitely seems to be a lost cause looking for him here, anyway. Tell you what. Celia hands you a small handbell made of lightly glowing bone. Take this and ring it if you find him. Of course, if you find anything else of interest, I would be thrilled to be notified. Holding the handbell, you give it a light jiggle. To your surprise, it rings out spectacularly. We have the scholar bell. Okay, and you know. If you'd like a little studying of your own, well. Celia's face begins to turn red as she looks away, hand on cheek, and stifling a giggle. Ah, nothing. Don't be a stranger now. Was that a flirtatious smile? With a grin, she saunters away. You're left feeling a myriad of emotions, though a single question remains. You're not going to, get shot by a baby just walking about, right? You feel a crisp breeze. The heat is relenting. Trees are changing in color. Fall has arrived. A man wearing vibrant, multicolored robes and a large pack approaches your home. He's heard rumors of a beautiful fungal woman and has come to paint you. He asks if you will give him the honor of being the first to put your beauty on the canvas. Convince the artist to teach you instead. Accept his request to allow him to paint you. Let's do this. He's caught off guard by your request, but happily agrees. Yes! That's a pass, baby! The two of you sit together for most of the day while he teaches you a few things. Oh, we gained some more mycelium and humanity. After you started to get a feel for it, the colourful artist packs up and heads out, gifting you with some paints, brushes, and small bits of parchment. The mountains bordering the northern reaches of the forest call to you. You see them every day on your adventures, and there's an overwhelming desire to climb them that simply can't be ignored. How robust, or not very robust. Readying yourself in the early hours of the morning, you glance over the materials you have on hand. Pack light, pack heavy, or don't pack. I'm gonna pack heavy. Stuff to the rim of your pack makes it somewhat difficult to move. That's not good. So difficult that your legs buckle under your first step and you fall over. With your pack all set, you make your way out to the mountain. We're gonna lose robustness. After a couple hours of climbing, you feel like you've made some decent progress, but you're starting to get a bit tired. Just as you think it's time for a break, you come across a beautiful mountain spring, complete with its own waterfall. Train your endurance. You've often heard that waterfalls are powerful. You could use some of that for yourself. After a quick look around to ensure you're alone, you make your way to the waterfall. You know one thing for sure. It's wet. It is also powerful, you suppose. The raging waters around you are rough on your body and mind. You go to grab your pack and realize that your arms feel like wet noodles. So we lost some mycelium, but we gained some robustness. You're forced to drag yourself home. Mountains are overrated anyways. What is the mycelium stat again? Oh, it's like food. Oh, just general health. Okay. I think it's cool that, this game, this is only one of many, many different mushroom people that you can be in this game. There's lots of different sprites to unlock by doing different choices at the start. While taking a stroll down the center of town, you catch the eye of a curious group of children. One of them lifts a finger to point at you and shouts, "Look, a big mushy!" That's pretty rude by all means. What do you want to do about this? How rude. Point and shout right back at them. Ask a nearby adult if you can paint the children playing. Sure, why not? We learn the painting skill, right? Though you have little interest in engaging in their childish name-calling, something about the children does strike you as interesting. You approach an older man who seems to be keeping watch on the children and ask for permission to sit and paint. He silently nods, and you quickly set up your supplies. Occasionally one of the kids will look up to you asking random questions. You do your best to indulge their curiosity, but stay focused on your work. The final product depicts the group of children playing in a variety of ways. Some are rolling a ball back and forth, some play fighting with sticks, and some playing with cloth dolls. You feel it truly captures the childishness of the children. Well, thankfully, a painting's worth 1,000 words. The man you spoke to offers you some coin for the painting, saying he wishes to take it to the schoolhouse. Yeah, we got our mycelium back, and a bunch of humanity. You walk away proud of yourself, happy to have made something that others will enjoy the beauty of. You're now reputable. A chilling breeze greets you one morning, heralding the approach of winter. The end of the year approaches and you find yourself considering your aspirations. You want to accomplish something significant, you decide something you'll remember. Dangerous quest? We've got a lot of health. Attend a charming evening at the gala, pursue a great aspiration, or decide not to do anything. How about this? There's something that you wanted to accomplish, actually. You need some great achievement to end the year on a high point. Keep a conscious eye out for Cupid. Oh, that's the one thing that we could do. Right, I get it. I get it. You remember back to that curious scholar who was outside your house before. She gave you a handbell as means to summon her should you locate the illustrious Cupid. Of course, he could be anywhere, show up any time. You'll just have to stay vigilant. There are many things about this world that surprise you at every turn, bizarre happenstances that aren't to be believed. Today you encounter another one of those surprises, snow. Something that's always confused you is the distinction between magic and what the humans call science, and snow was one of those confusing grey areas for you. Even watching the way your drips hit the snow and fail to freeze confuses you. Thankfully, you're too busy enjoying the snow to care. Oh yeah, we're like a moist, drippy mushroom. When you had first noticed its start, you ran to the edge of the forest as quickly as you could. You love the woods, but trees have a pesky habit of blocking the snow. And as the trees began to thin, you can make out others that have had the same idea as you. Humans of all ages are running and playing about. As you walk around the edge of the village, you see a variety of ways that humans react to the snow. Some are taking the snow off the ground and pressing it in their hands only to throw it at each other. Others are rolling the snow across the ground, creating spheres in a variety of sizes. You are shocked to see them stack, then decorate these orb monoliths to resemble little snow humans. Finally, some did not seem so satisfied by the snow. Some were stuck with shovels, trying to clear snow from the pathways around their shops and homes. After getting an overview of what the others were doing, you decide that you want to participate in the activity known as snow as well. We can help shovel snow, we can create a stunning snow mushroom, that sounds great. Or join in on the snow combat. I want to make a snow mushroom. 5 is a pass. Okay, something about these beings made of snow fascinates you. You can't help but watch in awe as the child carefully dots the snow creation's face with 2 stones, forming a pair of eyes. It's simple yet bewitching. You simply have to try it. You stand near the group, carefully watching how the humans do it. With this new intel in mind, you begin to roll spheres of your own. After taking careful consideration of your own proportions, you finally decide that you have the correct number of orbs to recreate your fungal form. You make careful work of stacking them atop one another, creating a stack of balls exactly the same height as yourself. Finally, you move on to detail work. You customize the figure, making her resemble yourself. In the end, you find yourself looking at a girl that looks just like you, but made out of snow instead of magic. You wonder what would happen if a witch were to come along and give her life. Having a snow sister would be quite cool, you think to yourself. Shut up. Caught in your thoughts, you nearly miss that the villagers are all struck by the beauty of your creation too. They ooh and ah, and you find yourself quite proud of your work. You can't wait for it to snow again. Nice. You awaken one night to the light of a full moon and the eerie sound of singing. There's winter too, as if your body isn't your own. The cool night air is drawn over your flesh upon leaving the house. And just outside you see a group of tiny fairies are dancing and singing inside a ring of sprouted mushrooms. A fairy ring. One of them spots you watching and motions you closer. We've become a great painter. Yeah, we shouldn't do that. We should do this. You quickly rush inside and gather your supplies before heading back out to set up. I failed. You start to paint, but it appears as if the fairies have made a decision to mess with your attempts. You begin dropping little rocks and sticks into your paint when you aren't looking, and never seem to sit still long enough for you to get down their features. You quickly lose patience and raise your voice to the little troublemakers. One of them steals a paintbrush, and they all scatter, leaving you upset and one brush poorer. Classic fairies. That's not how I said it. While sitting outside near your garden and taking in the fresh air, you hear the call of a crow, and then another, and another. You look up to find a rather large group of sleek black birds perched in the trees above you. A few are eyeing your garden, while others are just birding around, as birds are wont to do. I could feed the crows. Paint the crows, just paint everything. Fail. Damn. Oh. You try to paint an image of the crows, but struggle to create an accurate representation of them. As you continue to struggle, you begin to grow rather frustrated with your self-perceived lack of talent. Oh, we lost so much for that! Eventually it gets to be too much. You trash the work you've done so far, before heading back inside to sulk in bed. The winter days have grown short, but they nevertheless retain nature's beauty. Birdsong litters the boughs of the trees, and the gentle patter of rain composes across the land. There is the smell of crisp rotting leaves, pungent but sweet. There is the playful kiss of the winter wind across your cheek, and the... Wait, what is that? Is that a baby hurling expletives on a motorcycle? And is he wearing a leather jacket? He doesn't look like what you assumed Cupid would look like. Is his hair greaseback? Yeah, but it has to be him. He's like a Yankee. He's like Bozosoku Cupid. You cup your hands around your mouth and shout, "Hey, are you Cupid?" The heavyset baby gently lowers down to eye level, peering out over a tinted windshield and a pair of heavy shades. "Hey, you're pretty mush, babe. How's the biz? Yeah, you're right. I'm Cupid, one and only." Well, that solves that. Retrieving your handbell, you give it a slight ring. The sound reverberates through the trees, bouncing around until... Hey, yeah! Yeesh, that was fast. Celia the scholar stands beside you, enamored at the sight of the legendary Cupid. "Alright, cool cats," Cupid says. "What can I do for the two of yous? Need a little spark? Losing the passion, eh?" You're not entirely sure what he's getting at, but sure enough, it's making Celia absolutely red. "Why, nothing of the sort," Celia stammers. "In fact, we were looking to assist you." "You are?" Cupid looks at the two of you with a raised eyebrow. "You are? Well, rock and roll, baby. Let me go grab my sidecar and the two of yous can help me with my quota." In a flash, Cupid's gone, but you're safe in your assumption that he'll be right back. Turning to Celia, she has a pensive expression. "What are we helping him with?" "His job, presumably." Celia cocks her head, an absent finger stroking her chin. "Matchmaking. You know, making humans get the warm and fuzzies for each other." "The what?" "Warm and fuzzy. We're not setting them on fire, are we?" Celia flashes a smirk. "Don't be dense now. He's on his way back, see?" A scrawny finger points to the sky. High in the sky, a three-wheeled beast of metal cruises by, far more bodacious than the single-seater Cupid was cruising on before. What is happening, by the way? This is just nuts at this point. With a dip, it cuts slow, pulling up beside you from behind. "Alright, ladies, hop in," the chubby little grease baby says with a complimentary double finger gun. Of course he does. You grab one of the two seats in the sidecar with Celia popping in next to you. With her so close it feels oddly warm and maybe a little fuzzy. "Alright," Cupid calls out as the vehicle lifts back up into the air. "Name of the game is Matchmaker. You twos are my spotters. We're gonna go round and spread the power of love in this cold, dreary place. First off, the village." After some time, you arrive above the village just outside its walls. Nearby, a long-abandoned castle sits atop a precipice. Inside the town's walls, the people appear tiny and unaware of your presence. "Alright," Cupid says. "Now here's the dealio." From a compartment, Cupid pulls out a box of chocolates. "These here are ammunition. Real groovy way to fall in love, you dig?" He hands over the box to you. "I'm not sure what your vibe is, mush ma'am, but you look to have the magic in your mojo. Do me a favor and add a little of your razzle-dazzle to the goods while I prep the rest." As Cupid begins to retrieve his bow and arrow hafts, you look down at the heart-shaped chocolates, considering your options. Beside you, Celia sits expectantly, an inquisitive brow raised at the possibilities. Say something sappy into them is the only option I have. You think to yourself for a bit and then look over at Celia. The scholar is staring at you intently, waiting to see what you do. Surprisingly a bit shy, you lean down toward the box and whisper a few words. Handing the box of chocolates back, Cupid looks over the contents. "That's a 10, baby!" "Oh my, so subtle, and yet you can feel the love." "Oh, these will work perfectly. Thank you. Let's try them out, shall we?" "Alright, let's start with that one over there." Cupid inhales deliberately long through his nose. They smell unsatisfied, unmoved, unloved.
They seek adventure, companionship, someone to share good times and bad with. Well, here we go. You two are my spotters, so let's go.
Wait, what exactly does he mean by...
Swing!
Oops. I'm gonna save it. I like that you can save so you can like make different choices and stuff and not have to do like everything again, because this is a lot longer than I thought it would be actually. Especially for a demo. On the village's streets, the down on their luck Jesse Jankees walks the cobbles listlessly. Another day, another doldrum. The world never seems to progress for all Jankees. Boss man's always angry and the coin purse is always empty. Jesse passes by a clothier in town and stops for a spell to glance at the fabrics. They're beautiful, and maybe one day Jesse could don those lustrous garments. But not today. Jankees turns around and proceeds to put one foot in front of the other. It's really the best thing they knew how to do. And as they resume their trek back home, fwing! An arrow embeds right in Jesse's shoulder. Jesse, stunned, stops and looks at it, chocolatey goodness oozing from the wound. Yum.
Ah! Alright, got him. Now spotters. Now I need you to find me a good schmuck pronto.
Another one. You turn to Celia expecting a confused glance in return. Instead, she's hastily scrolling in her notes.
Did you shoot that person? Indeed I did, my portobello princess. Sometimes in the name of love you have to crack a few eggs.
That doesn't seem like the proper use of the saying. Then again, they're the one with the weapon, so you just chuckle and get to spotting. After being handed a pair of powerful lenses, you're able to make out some detail of the passerbys below. There seems to be one person among several onlookers who is watching the poor assaulted person with great interest. There's another who glances over, shrugs, and keeps on going. Just another day, eh, pal? The clothier stands behind the glass of their shop, looking worried as they touch up their latest piece. And of course, there's always the victim themselves. The trick only needs to involve 2 arrows. Turning back to Cupid, you give him your answer. The miserable Jesse Jankees. We could make him love himself, that's fine. Maybe we just do this. That one? Upon receiving confirmation, Cupid aims and lets loose. The onlooker, hand on their mouth in frozen fear, watching the poor Jankees scream about this fey-damned arrow, doesn't even feel the chocolatey tip dig into their skin. All they feel is a deep burning love for the endearingly screaming Jankees. In a rush they bound over, cooing and hushing and helping out Jankees with the damage from their suddenly vanished arrow. All that followed was a long deep look in each other's eyes, and the budding of love.
Hey, that worked great.
Cupid looks over with a wide smile.
You're a good spotter. Well, let's keep on going. Can't stick around too long in one place, you know?
Without delay, Cupid's ride takes off west. Traveling west, the day is growing long in the tooth. You look over at Celia, who has put the pen down momentarily to study you. When she realizes you caught her staring, she looks away bright red. The ride is comfortable, despite the frigid breeze. You feel warm in this snug sidecar. Cupid keeps talking about which and whatever, but it's hard to focus on him. If only because he never shuts up.
Oh, I think I see someone way over there in the field. Do you see him?
You have no idea what he's talking about. Where is there a fight?
Whoa!
And off you go. Glancing back over, Celia's notes are becoming comprehensive. It's a shame you can't make out heads or tails of it. A lot of stuff there, though. Yep. Curious? Celia asks. It's pretty dense scientific jargon. You decide it's best not to pry, though her intelligence can't help but spark something. Even if you couldn't understand it, maybe listening to her prattle on would be nice. Here we are, Cupid says, positioning himself above the main highway. See those folks down there? Grabbing the lenses, you do in fact see a group of people huddled around a freshly built campfire.
Alright, add a 1, add 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and there goes the arrow.
Swing. Here we go. Down below, around a modest fire, sits a dear group of friends, and the suave, fashionable Alex the Dude Brohamson is just one among them. Unfortunately for her, she's Cupid's lucky chosen. Oh dear. The arrow sits square in the dude's chest, and when she looks down to inspect the damage, all she can muster is, bummer, dude. Meanwhile, in the rest of the circle...
Ah! Well, Cupid says, you're up, Spotter. Who's the lucky one?
Honestly, there's only a handful of folks down there. There's someone who's sitting especially close, who's more attentive and proactive than the rest. But they're all trying their hardest, it seems. There's also, well, the fire.
Ooh, do we want to spread chaos?
I want to shoot the fire, see what happens. Cupid looks at you, raises a brow and shrugs. There's been worse ideas, probably. The arrow flies true and lands in the fire. And, as one would expect, the chocolate simply melts. Meanwhile, the dude attempts to figure out the problem with the old skull chocolate. Perhaps it's best to move on to the next round. I mean, that felt too easy, like, am I supposed to win all of them?
Hey, nice, we did it this time, Cupid explains. Pretty groovy, mush, babe.
Well, we should get going. There's one more stop in the night. Cupid gets the ride going and begins once more heading west. At this point, the day has sloughed off to the evening. Looking over at Celia, there's a distinguished tiredness to her eyes. She's been working all day and a great smile has shown itself on her face. It's rather beautiful. This time she catches you, and when you look away, you're almost certain your mushy cheeks have grown red. The air is getting colder with nightfall, only getting worse as you pass through a snowy patch of forest. Though even with the cold, you've never felt warmer. Next to her. Here we are, Cupid says at length.
Here we are.
You awake with a start, never realizing you had fallen asleep to begin with. As it turns out, Celia awakes in a similar manner, and you find yourselves having leaned against the other. It's almost a shame to wake up.
Last one's down there, a tired old sort, long removed from society. Does he even remember the warmth of love?
You grab the lenses curious and look out toward where Cupid directs. It's difficult in the dark, but you locate them at length. It's an elderly man sitting on a stump.
All the love in his life has been snuffed out long ago. The poor soul has no direction left with which to steer his heart.
You feel the pang of pity for a second before turning back to Cupid and fwing! It's a lot of reading. You look back, the man is crumpled over, grasping his back and shoulder. He seems to be groaning on the forest floor. It's like it's painful. Oh, I've only just noticed the snow graphic here. Like, has that been going on the whole time? How did I not register that before? Old man Crumbeard lays on the forest floor, groaning intermittently.
Oh, I knew they'd find me, he wheezed. You couldn't take me in the war, but you found me.
What a sad, lonely man. Cupid looked almost indignant.
He really needs some companionship, you know? Though if you could smell the history on him, you'd wonder if people like him deserve happiness at all. Still, I'm not judge, just executioner. So, Spotter, what's the verdict?
Glance over the surrounding area, but there isn't much there. A wolf is wandering around nearby, dangerously close. A rat is making a feast of Old Man Crumbeard's food while he's distracted. And well, there's Crumbeard himself, you suppose.
So?
You know what? Shoot that sensual-looking tree over there. Hit Crumbeard himself. I'm interested.
I suppose that's the easiest target there, alright.
Cupid shoots another arrow into the crumpled Crumbeard. Crumbeard spasms a little at the impact of the second arrow, but after a brief moment stands to his feet. He looks around him, checks his wounds, and then looks up.
Cupid, is that you? I thought we talked about this. Don't make me come up.
Well, he's not happy. Let's boogie. Cupid punches it, sending his ride screaming through the sky. Still, though, I think in a roundabout way.
You found what he was looking for. Maybe. Well, I should get Hughes home.
Hughes. It's gone quite late, it seems.
Thanks for the help today, by the way.
After some time, Cupid brings you back to your house. Both you and Celia climb out of the sidecar and stretch your legs.
Welp, Cupid says, that truly was a night to remember. I should have you out on more rides.
Cupid hops out of his seat, floating over.
I don't go without giving old Cupid a hug. We in this biz have to stick together.
You go, very reluctantly, to give the Fae a hug. But to your relief, he's gone?
Hey, what's the big idea?
Focusing, you realize that Cupid is stuck in a jar held firmly in Celia's hands.
Come on, you nerdy note-taker, let me out.
Oh, Cupid, Celia coos, are you really so foolish that you didn't recognize me? In an errant patch of moonlight, Celia's skin begins to glitter and shine like wet opals.
Hey, what? You're one of them weird aristocratic
Celia shakes the jar hard, disorienting Cupid into silence. That's right, and my aristocratic kin asked me to deal with the long-standing thorn in the garden. She holds the jar up, staring in the glass at a shrunken trout Cupid. Stuffing the jar in her bag, you can occasionally hear muffled cries of help from within. Sorry, Celia says, turning to you. I haven't been fully honest, and I've gotten you wrapped up into fairy politics. I'm Fae, you see, just like Cupid, but from a, let's say, rival family. Though most Fae have been calling for that little gremlin's silencing for a while now. But don't feel bad. It's not like him being trapped and sealed away will stop folks from finding love. They'll just be finding less arrows where they'd rather them not be. Anyways, I should reintroduce myself. Celia takes your hand in hers, giving a gentle bow. I am Rinul, scholar and undercover field agent for the great family of, well... She catches herself hand to mouth. A girl can't give up all her secrets on the first date, now can she? Celia, or should you say Rinul, leans down and gives you a peck on the cheek. This was a date, is my only option. What can I say? Renewal slings her pack onto her shoulder, eliciting a small grunt from within. There's something in the air. As she walks away, a hand jumps into the air and waves goodbye. Until next time! You smile, watching her depart. At length, you take one last look at the sky before going to bed. It really was a match made in the heavens. Ending, matchmaker. Ah! So that was like a whole story, and that was the whole... That's why that was such a long event. That was like the end event. You have become a paragon of love. And so there's our shroomy qualities. You've learned how to paint. We painted one painting. We became reputable. We have the bell. Trusty knife. Hey! Congratulations on finishing your first run of Mushroom Musume. You've just discovered one of over 30 endings available in the demo version of the game. Wow. We encourage you to experiment a little while growing our next daughter to see just how different she can turn out. Be sure to check out your almanac if you want to track your progress. We've got plenty in this demo to keep you busy farming for a while, but I thought I'd also tell you a bit about what awaits players in the full game. We're excited to be working on a new system of mini-games for you to play between sessions. Each grown daughter earns you spores, which can then be used to purchase mushroomy gardening supplies. Okay. What you grow in your garden can help shape future daughters, allowing players a little more control over our outcome, or even eventually allowing you to jump right into the third act. That sounds like a good idea. Very smart. And also, like, if that means, like, maybe, like, giving her stuff that gives her more options in certain encounters, maybe. That's almost like a roguelike. It's roguelite visual novel. So, like, insta-grow, 2 or 3 star rarity, have a delicate hue, know how to read. So starting with these things, yeah, that sounds cool. Not in a gardening mood? Then your hard-earned spores can instead be gambled away in exchange for rare goodies. How mysterious. Don't you want to know what you'll get? We're also hard at work writing. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with just, like, that was really well written, actually, and I was, you know, encapsulated enough by the story, and the little random events were quite fun. The whole Cupid event was daft. The full game will have double the word count and double the amount of story content, including an expanded, overarching plot. Delve into a dungeon, found a town bustling with fungal life, or maybe even destroy the Witch of the Woods for good, if you want. Not to mention never-before-seen Mushroom Girls, a cavalcade of new music, even some unique collectibles that are something else entirely. We're aiming to release the full game in winter 2024. Wishlist is on Steam to keep up. Wow, that's actually really ambitious, but I guess a lot of the systems here are here already. That was fun. That was weirdly fun. Like, I thought it was like, that looks silly, you know, meme game, but interesting visual. So I'll try it out. But I actually really enjoyed this. Since we're going to be buffing the core gameplay and loop, players won't be able to transfer their progress from the demo version. You'll get a little bonus in exchange at least. Just thought you'd like to know. Thanks for playing. Well, that was cool. That was really cool. Good job. That took a long time to get through a playthrough, so I don't really want to do another one right now, but there's like some images here you can see that are hints at some of the other characters, I guess. And of course we've got wax cylinders and music boxes. So did we get... Yeah, we gave her a music box, right? So I think we got we unlocked a song for doing that. But that's such a nice little detail, like actually unlocking more music by playing those different story beats. Someone out there is going to love this game. A lot of people I think out there want something like this are going to love this game. I enjoy, but games that require a lot of reading are difficult for me to want to stream. But I think this is cool. What's this? Daughter's Grown. So you can go back and check the ones you've done, your playthroughs. I'd love to see someone's like folder after playing this game many times. And these are all the endings. It's interesting to be the kind of art. Rosy Vein Cap. So that's the one that we got. We go down here. This is a little bit odd. I don't know what that exactly means. There's different tiers. Well, anyway, that was Mushroom Musume. Check it out if you want like a visual novel that's just a little bit of fun and has lots of, I guess, interesting mechanics to make you want to replay it. So yeah, cool. All right, what time is it? I've got half an hour left, so I'm going to do one more demo in this video. I'll be right back. Stick around. Okay. So after that, by the way, I just checked out the Steam page for Mushroom Musume, and yeah, there's some cool screenshots of some of the other mushroom characters, but also of the dungeon exploring. Just interesting, I guess. This is loud. I'm going to turn it down. This is called Mouse Busters. Everything's loud. I should just turn everything down all the time. Let's do this. Perfect. All right, I don't know what this game is. We'll find out as we go. It's got lovely art, though. And I like the music.
I don't know, sir. Are you quite certain? That apartment building well, it has a few issues, shall we say.
Pardon?
Yes, I'm afraid it's the only listing we have within your budget at the moment. Very well, then. If you insist, then I suppose it's not my place to deter you. I'll just need you to sign on the dotted line, then. Here we are, sir, your new home. You'll be staying in room 203. Did you bring the key I gave you at signing, I hope? Well then, I suppose I'll let you take it from here.
Alright, I might use a controller for this. Let's have a look. Okay. Ooh. It's kind of grid-based movement, like an old RPG. 213, was it? What's this poster? Okay.
Oh, hello. Gotta buy more energy drinks again. Can't even think straight. And this is supposed to be my day off too. Yeah, I feel that.
Is that the dev? I guess. There's a huge crack in the wall. This building's seen better days. This one? 203. This appears to be your room. Ready to go inside? Yes. Oh, this is nice. Like perspective. It's a nice enough view. To be ready by the time we clear out all the ghosts. Better start unpacking. Sorry, what? Ghosts? The mouse isn't running away. Seems it's not afraid of humans. Give the mouse a cookie that I have in my pocket. Nice. Classy. The mouse snatched up the cookie and took off. Go to bed? Sure. Wait, where are we? We're a mouse! What the heck?
What in the world? You've been turned into a mouse.
Okay, didn't expect that. Hey, Mouse Bros.
Hey, you. Hey, you over here. This way, pal. Come on, buddy, let's go.
It's a vent. At your current size, you should be able to squeeze through. Go through the hole. Yes. Oh, this is cute. Wait. It's some sort of computer terminal. Alright, let's just talk to the guy. Oh, the little Ghostbusters poster. That's adorable. Even the music is like legally distinct. Ghostbuster, I love it.
Hey there, pal. Cheese to meet you. For the second time. You're a talking mouse. Yeesh, keep it down, will you? It ain't that crazy now, is it? I mean, you're just as rodent as me, compadre.
Wait, second time?
Well, yeah, you gave me that cookie yesterday, remember? Pretty rare to see that kind of hospitality in kids your age nowadays. Not bad, pal. Shame you didn't go around introducing yourself to all your new neighbors too, because then I would be really impressed. Well, I couldn't be bothered.
Okay, but who even are you?
Look, I hear you, big guy. I think I'd probably be pretty shaken up too in your shoes. But now, why don't you just call me, just call me Chief.
Chief?
Yeah, it's got a nice ring to it. Not gonna lie to you, pal, I've been waiting for a little helper like you to come around for a long time now. But don't you worry, I've got this kicked down to a science, so I'll take you under my wing. You can be my trusty pupil.
I didn't ask for this.
Look, I know it ain't the most appealing prospect in the world, okay? I do. But I think you also want to get back in your own skin ASAP, am I right? Well, if you can just pull off a few little missions for me, we'll be able to turn you back into a human again. Don't worry, I get you, pal. You probably want some time to think it over. That's fair. Just let me know when you're ready to roll.
Well, I think you're ready to tackle some missions? Just tell me what to do.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. Let's get down to brass tacks then. I'm sure you must have heard the rumors that this place before you moved in, or at the very least, that this apartment building has a bit of a shady history, shall we say, to put it mildly. Well, I'll have you know that these rumors, they're all true, pal.
So then...
Yeah, that's right. This place is haunted.
Moon's haunted by ghosts?
Yep, and their spectral energy slowly eats away at the mental state of anyone who lives here. Worst part is, the poor folks don't even know what's causing it. But how could they? I mean, humans can't see ghosts. That's where you and I come in, pal. We're gonna rid this place of ghosts once and for all.
We could do that?
Hey, you know what they say? There's a will, there's a way.
Oh, look, he's got a little tie.
Just gotta put in some good old-fashioned elbow grease and there's nothing we can't do.
But how, though?
Oh, don't you worry, pal. I got that part covered. Been preparing for this day for a long time after all.
I like the song.
Hey, not too shabby. Looking pretty sharp.
What am I wearing?
What do you mean? It's your worker uniform, obviously. Gotta dress for success, first rule of any job. Plus, with these headsets we got on, we can stay in contact even when you're out on duty. Pretty nifty, am I right? All we need now is a kick-ass name. I hereby dub us the Mousebusters.
Wait, Mousebusters?
Yep, because we're a couple of mice and we ain't afraid of no ghosts. We're just a couple of busters. What's that? You got some constructive criticism for me on the name?
Aren't we busting ghosts, though?
But you think Mousebusters makes it sound more like our real mission is to get rid of mice? Man, you sure like to fixate on trivial details sometimes, don't you? Look, as long as it sounds cool, that's all that matters, capiche? No, enough for the unrequested feedback. We've got to get out there and start zapping ghosts already. Now head on out there and I'll tell you where to go. We'll get in that drain. Okay, pal, picking up some major spectral energy from room 101. That's the leftmost door on the bottom floor. Why don't you head down there first? Leftmost door. What's wrong with me? There's the spectral energy coming from that room. When you want to enter a room, use the ventilation ducts by the doors. I tweaked them so we can go in and out without any trouble. Oh yeah, that reminds me. So I've done a little basic profiling on each of the building's tenants. Not sure if it'll be of any use to you, but feel free to take into account, I suppose. A woman in her early 20s, bit of a fashionista, far as I can tell, seems borderline obsessed with keeping up on the latest trends. Probably one of those girls that wouldn't be caught dead wearing sweatpants in public or even run to the local minimart without makeup on. Commence the operation. We're gonna save her from a ghost. How's it look, pal? See any ghosts? Not yet. Yeah, I figured as much. Ghosts don't usually like to hang out right in the open. Sometimes you gotta snuff them out of hiding. Let's start by taking a look-see around the room, shall we? Because he's watching TV, so we're good. We can... Ooh. Sure are a lot of empty boxes and stuff down here, huh? Guessing it's all fashion related. Ah, I like this. We get to like mooch around under furniture and stuff. It's fun. There are boxes of various sizes stored neatly beneath the beds. All of them seem to be filled. Ah, oh weird. Near I thought these were empty. Looks like they're all full of similar looking purses and shoes and stuff like that. Seems like she might be a bit of a collector, huh? Wait, ghost! I saw it. A shopping bar with the logo of a high-end fashion brand. Looks like it's empty. Wonder why girls like to hold on to stuff like this. There's some shoes. They look practically brand new. Hey, these are pretty cute. Feels like kind of a waste to stash them away like this when they're still in such good condition. Me, I usually wear my shoes until the soles get worn through, pal. I saw the ghost. We looked through the drawers but didn't find anything of interest. Listen, pal. I know we gotta find the ghost here and all, but shouldn't you have a bit more shame in rifling through a lady's drawers? Just doing my job, sir. Yeah, I hear ya. If we don't bust that ghost pronto, it'll be this poor girl who'll have to keep suffering the consequences. Well, invasion of privacy is a small price to pay for the greater good. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Don't let me stop you, pal. Keep up the good work. There's an assortment of clothes and accessories hanging up here. Seems like she sure buys a whole lot of clothes. Wonder how the heck she even decides what to wear each day. Mirror check! Look at that. There's a full body mirror in a corner of the room. You decide to take a peek only to find another mouse staring back at you. Oh wait, that's just you. Dang, that's a pretty big mirror. But I guess a girl like her probably cares a lot about making sure she looks great from head to toe. Not picking up anything strange here, but it's a pretty smart place to check actually. Good eye, pal. Mirrors can be major hotspots for spectral energy after all, especially when you got two mirrors facing each other. That's bad news bears, pal. Pretty sure this is just plain old mirror though. Nothing to see here. Oh god, is that a mouse? Oh damn it. I should have known. Sorry, I guess I should have mentioned this earlier, but rodents like you and me, pal, we're considered pests, you see. Most humans don't like having nice roaming around their digs. Gotta stay out of sight if you don't want to get chewed out or worse, so be careful not to get spotted. Looks like there's some stuff up on the table here. Better not go up there while she's on the couch though, we'll definitely get spotted. Let's try looking elsewhere for now. Looks like the tenant's about to get up and move around. You better go hide, pal. Not sure why, but it kind of feels like someone's been watching me lately. I feel so restless all the time. Maybe I'm just stressed out. There's not a peephole in the wall, is there? Not that I'd have anything to be embarrassed about, of course. I always make sure to look presentable even at home. No, that's beside the point. Yes, it is. Whatever. Hopefully, it's just my imagination. Well, looks like we found our ghost. Now we just gotta go over and zap it.
What should I wear today? Oh, I know. I should try on that jacket I bought the other day.
The heck? Is she gonna put on a little fashion show or something now? We can't get rid of the ghost when they're standing right there in the way. We're gonna find a way to distract her so she'll move away from the window.
Don't worry, I got a plan.
Looks like she's got a fashion magazine plus some weekly periodical. Man, not even that got her attention? What the heck are we supposed to do here? Do we really have no choice but to wait for her to finish choosing an outfit or what? This is fun, dude. Just press the little buttons. Thinking you know how to work a TV remote, yeah? That red button at the top probably turns the thing on. And then you can use those up and down buttons to switch between channels. But now let's just power it on and see how it goes. Climb with the remote. Oh, hey, I love this show. The Goddess of Entertainment. All the regulars they bring on are super funny and have great comedic timing. It's a real riot. Got acts like Break Stepper, where it's just one knee slapper after another. And then there's duos like Inspire, who riff off each other so well. It's like a straight-up nuclear reaction. Looks like a pretty solid lineup tonight. Should be a good show. This is probably a reference to something I don't know. Whoops, what am I saying? We still got work to do. For now, let's go hide and watch how the girl reacts. Nope, no dice. She's too caught up in her little fashion show to even notice we turned the TV on. Must not have any interest in comedy shows, I guess. Now ain't that a shame? If only there was a show that appealed more to her interests, something that would really grab her attention, you know what I mean? Guess we can try some other channels for now. Wait, I got an idea.
Magazine is open to the current trends article. Stash those bulky sweaters away and embrace the spirit of spring. As always, spring fashion is dominated by pastel shades and soft color combos that warm the heart and comfort the soul. Tune into Trend Trackers on this week's episode. Spring fashion ranking only on Channel 4. There we go. There it is. Oh, that's cool. Okay, spring fashion. And now for this year's latest fashion trends. Oh, it's my favorite show. Not sure how this got here either. I can't believe I almost missed Trend Trackers. Pastel colored ribbon knit tops is shaping up to be the hot new thing this upcoming season. Oh, look at that. How cute. I should get one. Gotta buy all the latest trends or I'll be the laughingstock of my whole entire friend circle. Oh. Great work, pal. Looks like you got her away from the window. Now's your chance. Head over there and finish the job. Man, look at that thing. Sure is pretty unsettling, am I right? Is it safe to be this close? Yeah, don't sweat it. Their spectral energy takes a major toll on the tenants' hearts and minds, but the ghosts themselves really ain't all that aggressive, actually. Also, they only seem to target the people who actually live in each apartment for whatever reason. Okay, enough of the chit-chat. Let's get this show on the road. Time to use your secret weapon. Show that ghost who's boss. This will be our first real job as Mousebusters. Oh, cool. Okay, Oh, I should actually do this. Okay. Nice. Looks like you hit all its weak points. Now you can see the core. You gotta blast that thing to deliver the coup de grace. Coup de grace. Coup de grace? Coup de grace.
Attaway, pal. Looks like he's at the ghost for good. And you know what that means? Yep, we just pulled off our first mission as Mousebusters. Honestly, that was a heck of a lot easier than I was expecting. This room's tenant shouldn't have nothing to worry about now that the ghost is gone. Alright, now come on back to HQ so we can debrief. I got something. Is that like a file? Nice work out there, pal. You did great, especially for your very first day at work. See, I knew I chose the right guy for the job. Let's try to keep it up, yeah? But for now, you should probably rest up. Got a busy day ahead of us tomorrow. But if I don't show up for work, I can't pay my rent. Wait, huh? What do you mean you're gonna raise the building to the ground? Unfortunate, I know, but the decision is final. As the owner of the property, I have to consider how to best capitalize on my investment. But we've had an agreement, didn't we? Wait, don't tell me. Was this your plan all along? I have no idea what you could possibly mean. In any event, your position will no longer be needed, so consider yourself terminated as of today. But thank you oh so much for your services. We wish you the best of luck in finding a new job. Go sleep in our little mousy beds. Good thing we don't transform back into a human while we're in here. That'd be a bad time. Where you going? Good. Coming right along. Still gonna need a little more time, but that's alright. Should be ready by the time we clear out all these ghosts. This is where the demo ends. We hope you'll look forward to playing the full game. That's intriguing, actually. I quite like that. So it's like a little RPG where you're going in and you gotta figure out what the person likes and use that to be able to get to the ghosts and stuff. Yeah, I kind of like it. I noticed the characters on the menu now. Maybe that's what we earn for doing her room. But yeah, that's really fun. So hey, that's been Mousebusters, and that has been this video. I gotta go to a Halloween party soon, so I need to make a costume, which I'm making out of curtains. But you know it. So I'll be back some other time with some more of these. Until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye bye.